Hey guys, welcome to the Sheds and a brand new video today. It's international week, international break coming in this week and next week. So it's pretty much no football at the league level and it's kind of boring. But we got some good news, bad news, some interesting news to talk about, and so I thought of making this video. Now I'll tell you a little bit. I was watching that Argentina versus Germany match 2-2. When I was growing up, Argentina, Germany was to be big teams in national level. When Argentina played Germany twice in 1986, 1990. That's really, really long time back, 30 years ago, I guess. Yeah, long time back. And so watching Argentina and Germany play was something interesting. Was no league football, and well, Messi did not play for Argentina. So, anyways, we're just recollecting what's happening. I had a small cold right now, so you might be hearing me sniffing a little bit. But anyways, coming to kind of news we came across. There's not much to talk about football other than international football that's going on and really going on for next week till next coming Saturday, not tomorrow, the weekend, the next weekend. We'll have more English football or league football. But news that crop up in media only around people who actually wanted to make some news because there is no football, they have to still go ahead and make some news. So obviously this is bogus news according to me. But obviously a big news that came in was Neymar to Chelsea. And well, for a moment I was like, what? And I was like, yes, it doesn't make sense, but then let's go for it. First and foremost, there's no football going on, so people people at the footballing level need to still sell something. So what they do, they talk about this rather, as I said, bogus news. I mean, they have to come up with something. I mean, Neymar to Chelsea, but then again, 120 mil for Neymar, not going to happen. And we're going to go on to that. Neymar had a little bit of antics in the summer. He thought he's joining Barcelona back, so he came up and said something about PSG, that his best time as a club footballer was with Barca. He was still with PSG, earning money from PSG. PSG fans did not like it. So what happened when he started coming back for his games with PSG? Initially he was not fit. And then he came in, he was booed, and the fans want him to play for PSG and PSG's crest and all that. And but he scored a couple of goals, got PSG a couple of wins, put his head on the where it should be for a football player. For everyone, you need to stop talking and do your work. And I think for this guy, it works for him, Neymar. He needs to really stop talking and do Instagramming and all that stuff. But anyways, I'm not in his Instagram. I don't follow him. But saying that, he said something like that, he paid the price. Now PSG wants to offload him. They had a big talk all the summer with Barca, with Real Madrid, and somehow it all fell through. Neymar might have thought, or Neymar's camp might have thought that the Barcelona thing had happened. That's why Neymar came out and said that, my best time was with Barca, not with PSG. And now what has happened is he wants a way out, and there are clubs who are looking at that. Maybe Real Madrid is, according to me, the most possible club who might be going for him. No other club. But then suddenly this news that Chelsea will be interested for him. And I said in my Twitter account that only if it's for shirt sales. I mean, if you want more shirt sales and we are not happy with Pulisic's shirt sales, this is where we're going to make most money out of this, because he's a prima donna. There's no reason for a player like Neymar. We have a great thing going at Chelsea right now. We got some really impressive academy boys coming out. They're playing such good football. Tammy, Mason Mount, Reece James will be coming in. Billy Gilmore will be coming in the next couple of seasons. Maybe next season, by the end of season, we'll see Billy Gilmore being a first choice. Who knows? We'll see Tomori playing one of the best defenders in the Premier League right now. We have so many new other players coming. Hudson-Odoi, Ruben Loftus-Cheek going to come back. Seeing all these things happening at Chelsea, good positive things happening, we cannot get this negative thing happening to Chelsea. We can never think of Neymar. I see some Chelsea fans will like Neymar to come in. I was surprised. There were some of the polls in Twitter, and I was like surprised that there's some. I don't think it's a good number of Chelsea fans are from maybe South America, from Brazil. Willian is playing here. David Luiz. So I can understand that many of them are from Brazil or South America, so they will obviously have that feeling that Neymar should also come in. But I mean, if you are really a Chelsea fan, you really don't want anyone like Neymar coming anywhere close to Stamford Bridge. And if he comes to play with his club, good, come and play and go. But don't come to Chelsea. Simple as that. because he is a big prima donna. He's a lot like Paul Pogba. And I was telling somebody about that. Now, Paul Pogba for me is a brilliant footballer and one of the best footballers. And one of the main reasons why France won the World Cup last year was because of Paul Pogba. He's such a brilliant leader, such a brilliant footballer. But the problem is, his mind has to be there. Look at the way Manchester United is losing right this moment, and I myself a little surprised. Not because of Manchester United, because of the good things I'm talking about Manchester United all my life. I hated that club. That a little bit I have to talk that it's a big club, still a big club. And when you see that team is like struggling right now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, young manager, just like Frank, he's a young manager and he's struggling. And what is the main reason for him? There are 2-3 players in that club who don't want this thing to happen. Initially it worked well, he won some good matches, then he was appointed, Solskjaer, appointed as a full-term manager, and things have fallen apart for him. And that is not what you want. And a similar thing can happen with a young manager as Frank. I understand Frank is 20 years younger than most of the players that Chelsea has right now. The likes of Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham. So they look up to him. They look up to Jody Morris. But Neymar will never give a damn about these guys. They will come in, he will score some goals, he will play some good matches, just like Paul Pogba. He will do well. And then, if things don't go his way, he start cribbing, he start doing all these things, and all the young players will also look up to Neymar, because Neymar is at this level. These guys are here, they are going to slowly get to that level. No disrespect to the young boys of Chelsea, but yeah, they are learning the game. Neymar is already here. But they will also learn the bad things from Neymar, and that's what we don't want. We want the great thing happening at Stamford Bridge. We don't want that to be, that going wrong. We want that to keep on going, have the positive vibes. If we need players, we need better players. We don't need, Neymar is a great player, but we don't need his antics, especially his off-field antics, especially his attitude, which is pretty much wrong. And we don't want that to happen at Stamford Bridge with Chelsea being joining. If you look at Paul Pogba, great player, but he cannot bring the game up for Manchester United. Maybe he will do it after what I'm saying right now, maybe in the coming days in Man United doing well and Paul Pogba doing well. But if you look at the frustration of Manchester United fans, they have some really good players, 3-4 really good players, including a great leader and a great footballer like Paul Pogba. Tomorrow if he goes to some other club, like a Real Madrid, or a PSG, you will see him getting back to his game. He is a player who will win a Ballon d'Or maybe in the next 10 years. You will see him do that. But why can't he perform at this level at this moment? Because he doesn't want to. Same goes with players like Neymar. Neymar is doing well because he knows that he said something bad. So suddenly he scored 2 goals for PSG, so that the PSG fans get a little calmed down about it. But overall, he can't keep his head straight. And we need players who can be headstrong, and players who are really willing to play for Chelsea, for the crest. We don't want players who just come in, be a prima donna, play some good matches, and when things doesn't go their way, they start, doing the political thing. And Frank doesn't need players like that. Frank is a young manager. He needs the players who will look up to him, will look into him. There's a difference of age gap in Frank and the young players, Mason Mount, the Reece James, the Tammy Abrahams. Even with Jody Morris, who's also about the same age as Frank, maybe 2-3 years younger than Frank. So they look up to him. They don't need to look up to Neymar and then look up to Frank. So we do have a big no for Neymar. There's no reason for Neymar to come. I see some Chelsea fans are interested in him, but that is a wrong thing to do. If we really need players, we need some good players. We need to nurture Pulisic, for example. If we really need to get the best, we have a great player like Pulisic. He's done good at Germany. He's played well at Champions League. We need him to play well. Give him more chance. He will be a better player as time goes on. If we really need players, we need players like Declan Rice, maybe a defender. It breaks my heart when I say that maybe Kazuma might not be that good, maybe he will leave, and then we need a player like Declan Rice. But then again, 100 mil is too much. I don't think Chelsea will give 100 mil for him. James Maddison, I heard big about him. Maybe he will coming in. Who knows? And if we really need a player, we need a good striker. It's been quite some time. We don't have a 20-goal striker for Chelsea. I think Tammy is doing a good job. He has already scored 8-9 goals this season. In the Premier League, I'm pretty sure he's going to score 20 goals. So we already have Tammy, but we need maybe someone else. Though I don't come to Michy Batshuayi a little bit. I think we already have Michy Batshuayi who might step up. At the same time, he has, whatever little time he is getting a little minutes he's getting in the game, he has scored a goal. He's interested. But if we need a striker, we can go for a really good striker like Icardi or Jovic. Now, Icardi himself has his problems, but someone like Jovic or strikers like that, if we need someone, because we have great things happening, we have young players coming in, we don't need a Neymar, as simple as that. That's me. I've been a Chelsea fan for almost 25 years. I don't want to see a player like Neymar coming in. He's destroyed whatever good things are we are doing right now at Chelsea. So anyways, keeping Neymar aside, I just want to talk a little bit of Michy. That other news came in that Crystal Palace willing to pay 22 million for him. I think that's again bogus news, because I'm pretty sure that nobody wants to sell him. I feel for Giroud. He might leave in January, because of the fact that he's not getting game time. Michy Batshuayi was the third choice about 1.5 months ago. He has come back to the team and he's getting match time. He's getting 10-15 minutes and he's even scoring goals, assisted by Pulisic. So that is good news. Might have more chances to come. He and Tammy could beat the striker zone, which would be great. We are playing 2 games a week, so it would be great for us to see 2 really good strikers who will play. Maybe they'll play 1 match each, or maybe Tammy will still be the first choice, but Michy will get more chances. So I don't see Michy will be sold in January, or maybe in May. May is a different thing altogether, because that time, new summer transfer window, that will be many things. So Chelsea will have no transfer ban that time. Chelsea also having money, we might think of buying some players, whoever, in whichever position that is, depending on the club and the manager. But I'm pretty sure, again, a bogus news, Michy Batshuayi is going to really be with Chelsea. Other news, again, these things are just coming up in the air. I'm pretty sure most of it is not going to happen. N'Golo Kante, 70 million to Real Madrid. And this sounds like can happen. But the big question for me is, will N'Golo Kante leave? Does Chelsea go ahead selling him? The good question was N'Golo Kante going to Real Madrid and Gareth Bale coming back to Chelsea, coming back to the Premier League, playing for Chelsea, and then he also gets money. That sounds good, but then Gareth Bale gets his injured, so that sounds well. If we get 70 mil plus Gareth Bale for N'Golo Kante, that is still a good deal, I feel. But again, Gareth Bale is not having a great time. He has fallen out with Zidane, though he might have played a couple of matches here and there, but he and Zidane doesn't see eye to eye. It started from the beginning of the season, even in the pre-season, so where I think Zidane said that if I had 4 substitutions, even the 4th substitution will not be Gareth Bale. That's a really big insult to him. And Gareth Bale has been one of the really good players. His numbers are really good. Compared to Zidane, his numbers are better. Zidane as a player. So at this moment, what do you say? 70 million plus Gareth Bale for N'Golo Kante sounds really interesting. I'm a big fan of N'Golo Kante. I don't want him to be gone. Do we have a backup? We have Jorginho and players who are coming in. It'll be quite interesting to see if that happens or not. I, for one, don't want to sell N'Golo Kante, and everything good going on. N'Golo Kante has been a good player, but if he wants to leave, just like the Hazard thing, if Hazard wants to leave, then we have no choice. At this moment, if N'Golo Kante wants to leave, then this is an option we have to take. Otherwise, if N'Golo Kante is happy at Stamford Bridge, I, for one, being a Chelsea fan, will say I'm very happy for him to stay, and we don't want him to go. We don't want any of these players to go, and we don't want Neymar to come back. You guys, as always, let me know what you guys thought about it. What you guys really want to see Neymar at Chelsea, which I don't want. What you guys think? Do you guys think it's a good deal if we get 70 mil plus Gareth Bale for N'Golo Kante? Do you guys think that Michy Batshuayi should go, or Giroud should go in January? How you guys think should happen? Keep it coming in the comment section as always. I love hearing from you guys. Until next time, ciao.